For certain people, the appeal of a Cybertruck, the sheer ridiculousness of it, is just too great to ignore. Couple that with disagreeable people who don't like to be told what they can and can't do or have, and problems like this occur. A UK Cybertruck owner has pushed the limits of the law and only gone and got his Cybertruck seized. But what's all the fuss about? Tesla Cybertruck driver loses vehicle and is reported by police after legitimate concerns. Are these legitimate concerns over the safety of UK citizens, or a bunch of party-pooping fun sponges that should be dealing with more pressing matters? This article taken from the Manchester Evening News. There was a major problem with the bizarre vehicle from Elon Musk's company. It might look like a child's toy on steroids, but this car was found on the road in Greater Manchester. With its brash, boxy and beefy looks, the Tesla Cybertruck is unlike anything else on the road. Yeah, that's the Cybertruck's appeal, its strong point. It looks like it's from the future, or even something that belongs in this year that we find ourselves in. It's 2025 for goodness sake, and most vehicles look the same as they did when I was born over 40 years ago. The Tesla Cybertruck, being unlike anything else on the road, is its unique feature. Give it some credit, it's surely interesting at least, especially if you've got an ounce of passion for cars. But there are major concerns surrounding the safety of pedestrians, cyclists and those in smaller vehicles in the event of a collision. I assume those concerned have never seen a lorry. So when Greater Manchester police officers spotted this Tesla in Whitfield near Bury on Wednesday night, January the 17th, officers had no choice but to seize it and report the driver. I guarantee those police officers just wanted to have a good look around the Cybertruck. Perhaps they stumbled upon this Cybertruck police vehicle in operation in America. And if you are looking at this image right now and not even getting the slightest of tingly sensations, you may not have a soul. According to Tesla, the vehicle has an ultra-hard stainless steel exoskeleton. Its body is designed to resist dents and scrapes, and guns and bombs, rather than the type of material seen on regular cars which are made to crumple and take impact in collisions. The Cybertruck does actually have a crumple zone at the front. We've seen it in the crash tests. Hit a tree or a stationary object and the car will crumple somewhat. The car is more than 18 foot long, actually it's 19.4 feet not to be picky, almost 5 foot 10 inches tall and weighs up to 489 stone. And according to the company it can go 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. Yeah, totally badass performance, but why do we still use the dumbest metric for weighing stuff? Nobody uses stone as a measurement these days. Could we inch towards the metric system just a bit? For anyone wondering, the Cybertruck weighs 3 elephants or 7 pianos, 7,000 tins of baked beans even, or just 1/100th of a Starship and Super Heavy booster. How's that for a measurement? And if you missed Starship's rapid unscheduled disassembly yesterday, plus spectacular booster catch, what were you doing that was more important than watching this? What a time to be alive and witness. It should be mandatory today in schools to watch this. The things human beings are capable of doing when they work together and inspire future engineers, technicians and scientists. I will never understand people's addiction to TV shows over reality like this. Rant over. Now, what was I talking about? Oh yes, the seized Cybertruck. All in, the Cybertruck is a colossus, and one that fails to meet the UK's strict rules on road safety. So what if it's a bit bigger than your average car? It's still a smaller footprint than your average Ford Transit van, and they seem to get around just fine. As for it not meeting the UK's strict rules on road safety, yeah, that's reasonable to some extent, but I'd like to make some arguments against that position. A, it's awesome, and B, we don't need a B because the A is so great. The Tesla police found in Whitefield had been registered and insured abroad by a permanent UK resident, which is illegal. What a naughty boy. A spokesperson for Greater Manchester Police, Berry, wrote on Facebook, officers from Greater Manchester Police Transport Unit stopped this Tesla Cybertruck in Whitefield last night, Wednesday. The driver was a permanent UK resident, but the vehicle was registered and insured abroad, which is prohibited in the UK. The Tesla Cybertruck is not road legal in the UK and does not hold a certificate of conformity. Whilst this may seem trivial to some, legitimate concerns exist around the safety of other road users or pedestrians if they were involved in a collision with a Cybertruck. The vehicle was subsequently seized under Section 165 of the Road Traffic Act and the driver reported. Okay, let's really deal with these safety concerns, and I do see both sides of the argument, but let's look at them from all angles, not the Cybertruck, the arguments about safety concerns. Far less safe vehicles are allowed on the road in the UK than a Cybertruck, even in its current form. Here's why, with some key safety features of the Tesla Cybertruck for pedestrians. It has automatic emergency braking (AEB), which detects pedestrians and can automatically apply brakes if a collision is imminent. Consider the amount of vehicles on UK roads that don't have this feature. In fact, that's nearly all of them. Teslas are the only vehicles at present that have cross-traffic emergency braking, where if another vehicle runs a red light, for example, a Tesla will see it coming through its suite of external cameras and apply the brakes. That, if we're talking safety, should be a mandatory feature on all vehicles in my humble opinion, and would have a sizable impact on traffic collisions and people's safety. It also has forward collision warning, which alerts the driver to potential pedestrian collisions. Even if it looks like someone will step out onto the road in front of you, you'll get a warning sound, and if needs be, AEB will be applied. Make sense? This even happened to my mum when she test drove my car. When a lady looked like she might step onto the road as we passed her, a warning sound and a red light flashed up on the screen, alerting my mum to the hazard. That is advancing safety technology for road and pedestrian users too. The multiple exterior cameras on all Teslas, including Cybertruck, enhance visibility around the vehicle, aiding in pedestrian detection. With further advancement and software updates, Tesla will continue to improve the safety of not only the occupants of the vehicle, but other road users and pedestrians too, by avoiding collisions altogether. And as someone who has witnessed their Tesla take over and avoid being pit manoeuvred on the motorway with my young kids asleep in the back, I can say firsthand that Teslas save lives and accidents from even occurring. Tesla are simply at the forefront of safety technology. I don't think that should be dismissed when we're talking about the Cybertruck either. I concede that the Cybertruck's front end is a little rigid and a bit sharp around the edges, but if Teslas already avoid collisions thanks to their cameras and software and continue to improve over time until it practically becomes impossible to hit a pedestrian or another vehicle for that matter, I wonder if even then people would still have a problem with Cybertrucks. What do you think? One more thing, I've just found this UK road legal Ford Ranger 3-litre turbo diesel V6 Eco Blue, the cheek of calling it Eco, Wild Track Auto 4-wheel drive pickup truck. There are literally thousands available here on Auto Trader and thousands of them driving around our roads. If you had to choose, which would you rather get hit by at speed? A barn door studded with extra lights to smash through your internal organs, or some leg damage and get swept up and over a Cybertruck's bonnet slide? I'd sooner take the risk with the Cybertruck's automatic emergency braking technology over the Ford driver's reaction times, let alone suffer the damage coming at me from the brick wall of this Ranger. Is the Cybertruck doomed to be banished from the UK and elsewhere forever? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Here's an exciting in-depth look at the new Tesla Model Y. Check it out next, especially if you like to play Spot the Difference. Or here's my review on the Cybertruck when I had the chance to drive it for a few days. I'm Will, this is the Tesla Jigsaw. Thank you Patreons, thank you for watching. Bye for now.